Hello everybody, this is Matthew Dyer. This is going to be a little bit different video than I've really ever done before. As many of you know, I like collecting books, and I like unique books and all kinds of different types of books, and I also like old books. And I have many books in my library that are just very precious to me and very beautiful, this being one of them. This book was given to me by my parents for my high school graduation as a gift, and it is a 1700s Bible. It was printed during the 1700s, and it's just a very pretty Bible and pretty book for being as old as it is. And I figured I'd do a video. We've been wanting to do it for a while and just share some of it because it's something really to behold if you're familiar with old books. I wanted to share it with those that are interested in this kind of stuff. And it is very fragile, but it is in pretty good condition considering. And I can't remember what pages it's on, but it's even been repaired at some point. And whoever this woman is, it belonged to Sarah Gray. The date here is February 14th, 1775. And Sarah Gray is my name. And it goes on here. It gives a date here. You know, considering it looks like here that she used a, probably an ink quill to write that. Don't know how old she was or anything like that. I have no idea who anything about her. I don't know, maybe someone out there can, if they're familiar with a Sarah Gray that lived during the 1700s, maybe they can send me some info on her. The Holy Bible containing the Old Testament and New Testament, or the Old and New Testament, newly translated out of the original tongues and with the former translation diligently compared and revised. Appointed to be read in churches. Edinburgh. So this was printed in Edinburgh, Scotland. And here's the cover letter here. One thing about these the Old English, I don't know if anyone is familiar with it, but your S's were at least the S's that like Jesus here. You see Jesus. The Old English S's were F's. So when you read these old Bibles, it's kind of neat. It takes a little getting used to, but after you get used to it, it's not that big a deal. Now, one neat thing about this is it contains the Apocrypha too, Old Testament and the Apocrypha, and then the New Testament as well. And then, I'm not sure, now right here, I don't know if you can see it, there's some threads here. And at some point, I have no idea when, there's certain pages in here that were actually sewed back together, so the book was actually repaired. And this Genesis page here, how during the 1700s when the printer made it, he actually messed up on the page. If you see there, and it's missing part of the page. At least that's how it appears. Now the only thing it could have been is page could have been damaged. It is kind of a little offset here. Maybe he did mess up on it. Maybe this is where the repair was made however long ago. And it may be a little hard for those in the video to see some of the letters and everything, but may have to pause it and up your video quality as much as you can there. And not much different from our modern Bibles. In fact, there's probably some modern Bibles that are not as well made. I'd say the majority of them. As well made as that one. There's different little cards and stuff in here, little pieces of paper from its previous owners. I've left a lot of those in here. Let's see here. And somewhere in here, I can't remember where, there was even some flowers. I can't remember what page it was on. There were some flowers that were pressed in here. And this is my second oldest book. I have one other book that I actually recently got that I'm going to do a video on too, that is older. It's 1600. It's about it's well over, almost over 150 years older than this one. Let's see if I can flip to the New Testament here. Okay. This is Jeremiah. Let's keep flipping here. Ezekiel. Here's the book of Matthew. I'll lay it out here. Okay. Book of Matthew. And you see at some point there was some water damage here on this page here, and on several of the other pages too. Who knows how long ago. Oh, let's see here. Here's the second epistle of Paul to the to Timothy. Apostle Paul to Timothy. That didn't belong to that book, but someone had a little piece of paper in there. Okay, this is kind of neat. This is the index to the Bible. Let's see here. There it is. An index to the Holy Bible, or the account of the remarkable passage in the book of the Old and New Testament. And it's an old index, which, I mean, you have to understand, back in those days, this was kind of unique. There wasn't too many concordances or anything like that. During the 1700s, there was the Cruden's Coordinates of the Bible, made by Alexander Cruden's in Scotland. He was a Scotsman, so perhaps somebody had one of those. From what I understand, during the 1700s, and especially before that, this large of a Bible would have been very expensive, something that would not have... see, I don't know. This is just kind of neat. I forgot about some of this stuff in here. South Congregational Church, Campello, Massachusetts, 1933. So somebody that belonged to this church, and this is our pledge. This is a tithe envelope from 1933. I don't even know if I remember ever finding this. I must have missed it. But so it's left here in the Bible. I've kind of left some of this stuff in here just because there's some more water damage. In fact, it looks like this was probably in a flood at some time, possibly. And let's see. Just different little, here's a table of scriptural measures, weights, and coins. A table of offices and conditions of men. And that's the end of the book. And there's some writing here. Let's see here. A lot of this is really hard to make out. And I'm assuming this is from some of the other owners. And that's it. There is some other writing throughout the Bible. I can't remember exactly where. There's like these little marks here where somebody, it looks like they dabbed a pen. I'm assuming. Here's the book of James. And here's little marks here. I don't know what this is. Looks like more liquid damage of some type. The book of Romans here. Let me know if you like these videos, if you like this. Here's some damage here to this page here. Very careful with that. If you like these videos, let me know. I'll do more videos. I have several older books in my library, and I usually am always buying books. Usually never this old. Don't have any books this old. I do buy a lot of old books for the contents in them, and I collect them too. And if you like seeing them, I'll do more videos like this. This one I've had quite some time. This was purchased from a guy in Kentucky. My parents got it from him. He actually reproduced and made reproductions of 18th century Bibles, and they were selling this one. And there is no markings there on the spine. It's hard to see. But you can tell the leather is, I mean, it's dinged up and damaged, but it's thick too. But considering how old it is in very, very good condition. So I hope that you enjoy this video. I hope that you find this stuff interesting. I know I do. And until next time, thank you for watching.